Welcome, friends. Come on over to the Insight Timer app to be part of our live interactive experience. It's a free app if you're not familiar with it. Grateful to be together. Welcome, everyone. So wonderful to be together today. Again, if you're not on the Insight Timer app, I invite you to come over to Insight Timer to be part of our live interactive experience together. Hi, Michelle. Yes, please feel free to drop a hello in the chat. Where are you? Or maybe today we'll do something different. You're welcome to share anything you like in the chat, but how about we say, let's start our chat off today with, we're just going to dive right in. Okay, we're just going to go for it. One thing that you're grateful to your body for. Go ahead and say a hello and share one thing, if you can. I know for some of us that might feel difficult, but share one thing that you are grateful to your body for. Endurance, dancing, ability to hug tightly, walking, humor, walk every morning, grateful for the messages it sends me. Beautiful. Strength, grateful to move. Love it. Thanks for just going for it with me. All right. Let's see here. Just make sure everything is in order. Everything is hooked up properly. Singing, being alive, healing well, ballet, strong. Swimming and dancing after a new hip. Playing guitar, walk with ease. Beautiful. Thanks, friends. Yeah. It's amazing. These bodies are how we experience the world. Of course, not only the body. Yes, there's also our awareness and the mind and the emotions. But so much of our experience is through the sensations of the body. And we often take that for granted. Yes. So let's just do a little sound test before we really dive in here. I'm in a different space, so things look a little different and maybe sound a little different, but I just want to make sure that you can hear me clearly and that the volume of the music is okay. I want it to be pretty subtle, so it's just kind of like a background experience and not taking over your experience. New Hip Club. Hey, Wolfgang. Okay, so if the volume's almost the same for the music, let's turn the music down. Hey, Don. And of course, it will sound different for each of us or many of us because we have different devices and different Wi-Fi connections. So how's that? I just turned the music down just a little. Again, the idea here is you want to be able to hear my voice clearly and hear the music as background music rather than something that's really up front in your sensory awareness. Thank you, Dawn. Happy to be with you. It's a joy. Hi, Jason. Hi, everyone. I know I didn't say everyone's names as we were going through your different shares. Hello. All right, so I'm going to move forward. If you have any feedback, thank you, Mark. Thank you. Any feedback that you'd like me to be aware of with the sounds, please just feel free to let me know. Again, if you're not on Insight Timer, come on over to Insight Timer to join our live experience together. A warm, warm welcome to everyone. For anyone that I'm getting to meet for the first time, my name is Selena. I have many recordings here on the app. I have a 10-day course, Yogic Practices for a Peaceful Life. You can check out my live class schedule on my profile page. We have a series coming up in July, really how to cultivate and nourish our relationship with our soul. And we also have a group. Our group on the app is called Love Heals All. It's a group where we can come together authentically, lovingly, and not just to come when we're, be part of the group or to share things when we feel great, but also to share when we're not feeling great, to share when we're maybe having a dark moment or needing some support. It's a beautiful, supportive, loving community. So all are welcome to join the Love Heals All group. And thanks, Cindy. It is a wonderful place to be. And I'm very excited. If you haven't already joined Insight Timer's affirmation challenge that's starting, I believe, on the 1st. It's coming up very soon. 30 days of affirmations, just short little experiences to give you some juice, some inspiration, some tenderness, some love as you go throughout the day. That's starting on the 1st, and I'm very grateful and honored to be part of that 30-day challenge. So I invite you to join if you haven't already. Hey, Neil. This is very sweet. I don't get to see some of you often because normally I'm in Hawaii where the time zone is so different that I miss many of you. So right now I'm on the mainland traveling a little bit and I get to see many of you that I don't always see. So it's a really sweet treat for me. So thank you all. All right. So today I've been all over East Coast for a beautiful, magical wedding under the stars with one of my sweetest sisters and dear, sweet friends. And now I'm visiting family in the Midwest, and then I'll be with my beloved, beloved, beloved teacher, Saima, for the first time in person in 2.5 years in Colorado next week. Oh, 2.5 years. So overjoyed. 2.5 years and also never a moment apart in the heart. Thanks for asking. So today's meditation and this topic is so important. Many of you are aware of this, or you've heard me or others speak on how when we have a loving relationship with ourselves, it can be like the foundation of living a transformed life. And what do I mean by that? I mean, when we have a truly loving relationship with our own beloved self, a relationship where there's more compassion, more acceptance, more kindness, more consideration. It doesn't mean that, for some, it might mean that we are truly in a state of grace and self-love always. For many of us, though, it just means that we understand that this personality and this life experience is a work in progress. And when we make mistakes, there's greater compassion. Or when we look in the mirror, if there's maybe an initial thought of judgment, we're able to transform that into a thought of gratitude. It doesn't mean some ideal of perfection. Although some of us may experience that beautiful perfection of just that love. And that's beautiful too. It's all welcome. It's all beautiful. So this self-loving relationship, in my personal experience, has been the foundation for freedom and deep peace in my life. It's not about everything in the external world being perfect. Probably won't ever be in this dream that we're inside of, this third dimensional reality. It's not about my body being perfect or my personality being perfect or things in my life feeling perfect. It's about meeting myself with love every day. And there's something that happens inside. It's like all of that pressure that we live under to be a certain way, to do things a certain way, to show up a certain way, all of the pressure that we put on ourselves, it gets alleviated. And there's this grace, this spaciousness of allowing that occurs. And all of these words are lovely descriptive words, but I would almost say that when we are in this experience of really being loving with ourselves, the word that I can come to closest is freedom, meaning the word that for me most closely describes the experience I'm trying to relate here. It's freedom. It's peace. And this isn't just about loving and accepting our shortcomings and mistakes and not maybe being as successful as we want to be or all of the things that we might think of in this way. It's also about this amazing body, this amazing, beautiful, precious, precious, precious physical form through which we experience life. And I understand that it's not always easy. Even for those of us who have full mobility, we often live in such a state of judgment toward the body. And I understand that for many that experience some kind of a disability in the body or chronic pain or illness, sometimes it feels even more difficult to find compassion or gratitude for the body. Sometimes we feel like the body has turned against us. And if you're feeling that way, or if you have felt that way, I first of all just want to acknowledge you and say that however you're feeling in this moment or have felt, that is all welcome here. If you have an experience of struggling in your relationship with your body, that is also welcome here. That is why we're here together. That is why so often when we meditate or when we engage in new habits, we say practice. To practice. A practice of reaching for one grateful thought. A practice of finding a breath of kindness. Practice. Compassion. Generosity. Let's take a breath together, shall we? Let's take a deep breath in. And if you can, maybe open your arms, open your chest. And exhale, relax your shoulders, but keep the arms open if they are. Inhale again, feel the belly and chest expanding. Feel this opening happening through the throat. Exhale through the mouth. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. And now relax the arms down. Let's roll the shoulders up and back a few times. Relax them down. We're inundated with what you might call negative conditioning from the time that we're very young. We hear or see one of our caregivers, our parents or grandparents or whomever raises us. We experience their judgment toward their body, or always dieting, or being obsessed with working out, or not taking care of the body at all and living in this energy of judgment. We're such sensitive beings that even if we don't see someone saying, I'm unkind with my body, or I don't like my body. Even if we don't actually hear or see that, we're very sensitive. We feel what's happening. We can feel that energy of unkindness or destructiveness toward the body, judgment toward the body. So, from a very young age, you could even say from birth, for many of us, we are starting to be conditioned by the way we see others treating their bodies, speaking to their bodies, and then, of course, by all of the other influences in our environment, the advertisements that we see, the commercials, the images of a body that looks a certain way being considered the only attractive body. Now, it's beautiful. We're moving into a time on the planet where there's greater appreciation and acceptance for more than just one or two types of bodies. And it's beautiful. Yet many of us still live with this deep conditioning that there's something wrong with the way that our body is, whether that's mobility wise or how the body looks. So much conditioning. So much. So this meditation today is here to lovingly invite us to meet our bodies with kindness, with compassion. Yeah, Brianna's sharing Instagram is a big trigger for me. You have to actively seek out people who look like you because Instagram promotes only one body type. Yeah, and I would say it's also perception. On my feed, I see many body types being glorified. So it's I think it's the algorithm, right? What have we been clicking on? What have we been looking at? And I completely hear what you're saying. I'm not trying to negate your experience or the reality that, again, we have these specific body types that are being promoted more than others, or glorified or idealized more than others. Um, so yeah, you do have to consciously choose where you want to put your attention. And again, this is, really what I feel. Um, I feel many things, and there are many things we could say on this, but I'd like to move into our meditation shortly. There's this ache in my heart. I'll finish my sentence. I'm really good at starting a sentence and then starting another one and then starting 4 sentences and coming back around full circle. A little confusing. My heart aches when I see how people feel they need to drastically change how they look to feel lovable. That's the first thing I'll say. And I'm not just talking about the things people do to augment their bodies. I'm also talking about just all of like the airbrushing and the things that happen in digital land, right? Airbrushing and accentuating body parts to make them look other than how they actually look, so that people feel more desirable. Some of my favorite Instagram accounts, speaking of Instagram, are where you will see side by side photos. And one is a photo of, it's usually in my feed, it's usually a woman, and she's posing, it'll say like Instagram, right? And it's this pose where she's sucking in her stomach and sticking her booty out and, doing this thing with her spine that is totally unnatural to make herself look more curvy or more, more desirable in certain ways. And then the second picture, side by side again, is a picture of her relaxed and not posing for the camera. And you can see all of the things that are there. Even if she's, totally toned and fit and tiny, you can see where the rolls are, or where the things don't look this Instagram perfect. And I love that. I love that more and more people have accounts like this. So we can be reminded, yeah, it's fun. It's fun to feel beautiful. It's fun to empower ourselves through how we look. And let's keep it real. This is also beautiful. This is also natural. And something that some of you have heard me speak on before, I think our last time that we dove into the topic of body love and acceptance, we spoke about this. There's also something sacred and fun at times about accentuating the beauty of the body. And there's a difference. There's a difference there. There's a difference between changing the body because we don't feel attractive enough and accentuating the beauty to enjoy, to adorn that beauty of the physical body. And sometimes the lines can get crossed. It's not always totally clear what, which wolf we're feeding, you could say. But there is a distinction. One is coming from this fullness, this place of enjoying. Some of you know I love my fake eyelashes. I think they're fun. They make the eyes pop more. And I don't wear them because I feel that I'm unattractive without them or I'm ugly. I mean, maybe if I'm really being really authentic, there's probably some little judgment in there that without the eyelashes, there is a sense of it's not being as beautiful, but maybe I don't know how to describe it, but I'll just be really authentic and say there's a little part of me that hasn't fully graduated into the total sacred love here. But there is a lot of that in my desire and my choice to do it. And it's a feeling of these beautiful eyes are already here, and the eyelashes help to bring out that beauty that already is. Another way that we've spoken about it before is that this body is a temple. And think about it. What do so many human beings do with temples? They bring fresh flowers. They adorn them with golden paint or murals. They offer gifts in the temple to beautify it. They bring candles and lighting. They hang fabric. They clean the temple, yes? So these bodies are temples. And adorning them can be a beautiful sacred act, and even one of self-love. Yeah, I love Celeste Barber's comedy. If anyone's unfamiliar with Celeste Barber, she's a fantastic, I think, Australian comedian, and she has great ways of being playful and inviting more body acceptance, comparing herself to a lot of Instagram, uh, what would we say, just maybe idealized ways of looking and being. Wonderful. Yeah, I see Cindy sharing too many filters are not healthy either. Yeah, it's one thing we were speaking to earlier. Like if we feel that we have to have these filters, unfortunately, my camera gives me this filter that I don't like. I want you to see my little spots and my couple of little wrinkles here, but it has a natural a natural filter in. But yeah, again, if we feel that we need to have a filter, that's something that we can look at. And again, this space here today is not about judging ourselves. If you use a filter, if you're doing things because you don't feel beautiful, we're not here to judge today. My invitation to you with you and for each of us together is we are not here to judge. We do that all the time. This is a place to practice being curious about why we make the decisions that we make around our bodies. To be open to trying something new, something different. This is a place for us to open ourselves to something new, or maybe deepen something beautiful with our relationships, with our bodies that is already there. Hi, Siska. I received your message. I love you. My travels are a bit on pause, so I'll respond soon. You've been in my heart and in my thoughts, you and your family, always. Hmm. All right. So let's have an experience. I invite you to find a comfortable position. And often sit um, we sit during meditation rather than lying down, if possible, because we have a tendency to get really sleepy when we lie down. Yes, so I invite you to be seated if possible, and if that's not possible, no issue. Ah, close the eyes. Yes, and of course, if it's time for sleep where you are, feel free to just get cozy in bed or wherever it is that you're sleeping. Take care of yourself. This is for you, yes. Start to deepen your breath. Allow the exhalations to be a little longer than the inhalations. And as you breathe, start to scan your body. Move your awareness from the head all the way down to the feet, nice and slowly. Just notice where you're holding, where things are tight, where things are relaxed. Can you consciously release tension with this sense of loving awareness as you move your attention through the body? Maybe you feel the shoulders relax, the throat, the belly soften, the jaw gently hang. Clenching release from the pelvis, the hands, the belly, the glutes. Feel the body breathing. This breath of life that naturally flows in and out. And if your body is holding a contracted posture, I invite you to open yourself if you can move your body. Maybe uncross the ankles and have the feet flat on the floor. Uncross the arms, the hands. Roll the shoulders up and back. Open the chest gently. So many of the ways that we hold our body in contraction, or even that we fall into judgment with the body, is due to that need to feel safe. Sometimes we treat our bodies poorly, and we think it's because we don't like our body or there's something wrong. Yet, So often it's because of not feeling safe, feeling afraid of not being loved. This body has a consciousness of its own. Bring your awareness to your heart, your beautiful, beating, physical heart. This amazing heart is working for you 24 hours a day. It never rests. This beautiful heart keeps you alive and asks for almost nothing in return. Your amazing lungs and diaphragm, allowing the body to breathe, nourishing the body with oxygen, releasing toxins. This happens naturally. You don't have to force it. Your lungs and your diaphragm are working for you 24 hours a day. They never cease. All of these amazing organs inside doing their very best to keep you alive, healthy. They process the toxins or the unhealthy things that we put in the body. And they're all working for us all of the time. They're doing their best. Sometimes it might not be perfect or ideal, but the inner workings of your amazing body are constantly doing their best so that you can live a good life. And there's such an innocence to the way the body functions. No matter what we eat or what we drink, no matter how much caffeine we put in it or other poisons, no matter how little sleep we get or how hard we push these bodies or how much we don't exercise, they just keep giving. They just keep doing what they can do. In a way, these bodies are these precious, innocent friends of ours, really our most loyal friend. I don't know if there's a single person in our lives that would still be so devoted to us if we treated it the way we treat these amazing, precious bodies, even just with our thoughts. Start to imagine your body as this innocence, this most loyal friend in your life. Think of how many times in your life your body, you could say, has shown up for you. When you felt tired, it kept functioning. And when you didn't feel well, it did its best to heal you. Think about that. This body has innate wisdom to heal. And here we are beating it up for not being 10 pounds lighter or heavier when it has the power to heal itself. This body is a sacred gift of life. From this place within you, maybe it feels like there's a sense of presence or kindness or tenderness for your body. I invite you to just gently, slowly open your eyes and look at your hands. And be grateful for these hands. Think of everything that these hands allow you to do in your life. And of course, we all have different bodies with different levels of mobility. So just apply this to your body. Do your hands let you touch the people or the furry friends that you love? Do they let you play sports or touch fresh grass? Feel the skin of your lover, the warmth of the sun. Allow you to work. See these amazing hands and what a gift they are. And now take your hands and begin to very gently, if you can, caress your arms. And as you caress your arms slowly, think of everything that these arms allow you to do. And of course, if you can't move your body, you can just imagine this. These arms that allow you to hold the people you love, to dance, to swim, to do whatever they allow you to do in your life. Tenderly touch your arms. And now very slowly bring your hands to your chest. One hand to the chest, one hand to the belly. And be so grateful. Your chest and your belly are housing your organs. These organs that keep you alive so that you can experience everything that you love about this life. If you didn't have a body, you wouldn't get to experience the things you love, the people, the pleasures, the beauties. And if you have a relationship with these areas, especially the belly or any area of your body that we move through, if you have a relationship where there's judgment or disgust, I invite you to just practice right now holding this part of your body and saying, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This body consciousness hears your thoughts. When you judge the body, when you express thoughts and feelings of hatred, the body hears it. So if you wish, you may find yourself saying, I'm sorry. I'm so grateful for everything that you give to me. I'm sorry. I'm learning to love you. I'm learning to accept you. I'm learning to know your beauty and your power. Please forgive me for my judgments. And now continue to slowly move. Maybe you move your hands to your face and just gently caress your face, especially the areas that you judge the most. Maybe there's acne or there's extra tissue under your chin or wrinkles. Caress your face with love. Maybe it's your nose, whatever it is, hold your face with love. These amazing eyes that allow you to see the beauty of the world, this amazing nose that allows you to smell your favorite foods, flowers, fresh cut grass, ocean spray. These ears that allow you to hear your favorite music, the voices of the people you love. And now for these next few moments, move your hands around your body. You can have your eyes open, gently looking at your body with love and kindness, compassion, or you can have your awareness turned inward with the eyes closed. But take a moment, maybe your hands on your thighs or your hips, and if you can't reach the parts of your body, just move your attention. Spend some breaths honoring and acknowledging your body, offering gratitude for this body. And consciously speaking to your body in a way that you would want your best friend to hear you, that you would want your child or your grandchild to hear you. This body hears everything you say to it. So, how would you like to change your expression right now, today? And if you feel a little lost or like the judgments are strong, you might just move from part of your body or area of your body to area and just say thank you. Really think about everything that that part of your body allows you to do, to experience in your life. Dance, run, laugh, make love, enjoy the beauty of nature, hike. Maybe it's just to sense the air across your skin or the water all around your body. take a few more moments to offer this appreciation and maybe loving kindness to your body. In whatever way feels right, hold your body in a loving way. Maybe you place a hand on your heart, a hand on your belly, or maybe you hold yourself, hug yourself, or just imagine this. Close the eyes if they're open. Let's take a deep, full breath in and out together. And now start to draw your awareness out from your physical body, moving out so that your perception shifts and you see your home or wherever you are, your whole town or city. Feel your awareness is moving further out until you can see the whole planet in your mind's eye. Or maybe just have an intention of thinking of the planet as if you are looking at the earth from space. This magnificent earth, all of these different organisms, human beings, and all of the animal kingdom, the trees, the mountains, the rivers and oceans, all of the organisms, many of which know how to function harmoniously on this planet. The natural cycles of life that occur from this interaction with the animals and the earth and the insects and even some of the humans that are helping the planet. There is this harmony, this cohesive experience. And now recognize that the same magnificence that is the earth, with so many organisms functioning together, is in your body. Your body is like the earth, and within it, trillions and trillions of cells doing their best to all work together in harmony so that your organs and glands function, so that everything is functioning properly. In the same way that there might be a God that many of us think of or pray to, your consciousness is God to all of these organisms within your body. Your powerful mind, your presence is God. Imagine it this way. When you are speaking to your body, it's as if you are God speaking to all of the beings on earth. You are speaking to your body. You are speaking to these trillions of cells. So if you are this presence, this consciousness that can serve this planet of your body and care for these trillions of life forms within you, How would you like to start treating yourself differently today? If you realize that you are the custodian of trillions and trillions of life forms, how do you wish to care for your precious planet? Be so thankful to this amazing body. Offer your gratitude, your love. Take a deep, slow breath in. Exhale through the mouth. Let your body really relax here. Slowly start to move the body. And feel the beauty of this life within you as you move. If you can, open your arms wide, open your chest, and then cross your arms over your chest. Wrap them around yourself and give yourself a big hug, a loving, warm embrace. And whenever you're ready, open the eyes. Thank you. I love you. We'll stay here for a few more moments for anyone who would like to share anything or express anything. Oh, beautiful, Brianna. Beautiful. These bodies are such a gift. They don't always function the way that we want them to, but they're still doing their best. Oh, wonderful work. Oh, beautiful, Lori. Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad this helped with the depression and anxiety. Thank you, Olivia. Thank you, Don. Thank you, everyone who donated. Thank you so much for your support. Wonderful, friends. Wonderful, wonderful. I'm so glad. Hi, Lori. Yeah, Don sharing. I hope I can hold on to this, and that's, that's where the practice comes in that I was speaking to at the beginning, right? Rather than trying to hold on to it, take time regularly to cultivate it. I'll see, I don't know how the sound quality is, but if the sound quality is good from the meditation today, I'll upload it so you can come back to this. And I also have a shorter meditation. I believe it's called Morning Body Gratitude Morning Meditation, something like that. That's a little shorter if you just want kind of a refresher for this kind of thinking with your beautiful body. Oh, beautiful, Jacqueline. Oh, thank you, beloved. Yes, yes, yes. Are you coming to Denver? Oh, I'm so glad, friends. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, ciao. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I love this awareness. Yeah, such a beautiful group. I'm so grateful to all be together. Come join our group, Love Heals All Friends, if you're not part of the other group. Well, this is meaning today's group in our session, and then the other group meaning the group we have here on the app. Awesome, Jacqueline. I can't wait to see you in person. How fantastic. uh, oh, oh, beautiful, beautiful, Brooke. Beautiful, Diane. Um, so yes, what I was speaking to is how just how precious this awareness is of of wow, like I am the God to all of these trillions of cells. They hear me. They hear the thoughts. They hear the things that I say to them. That's why so much of the work that we do with Saima and so much of the work that I do within myself is about speaking to the cells and enlightening the cells. Imagine each cell is filled with light, filled with vitality, filled with vibrancy, filled with health, filled with joy, filled with love. And I notice sometimes if I've been in kind of like a funky mental or emotional place or not feeling great physically, I'll go inside and I'll bring my awareness to my cells. And it's almost like someone's turned the light off. I mean, it hasn't actually happened, but it's like this sense of like, I become aware that I haven't been nourishing my relationship with my cells. And so I go in and I just pour this loving light into every cell. And just imagine that every cell is being filled with love and care and light and vitality. And it totally shifts how I feel inside. Okay. Yeah, that's the beauty of the heart. Yes, when that heart is expanding, it's palpable. And the more that we cultivate the light, the more palpable it is. Breeze shared, your energy is huge. I feel it. And I would say this is an experience of the cultivation. Yes. And this is available to each and every for each and every one of us. We all have this magnificent presence that we are. However, many of us are so focused on the outer world and the mind and the personality and getting caught in contracted feelings and judgments and thoughts that we don't realize that we are this fullness of light, this fullness of life, this beautiful, magnificent presence. And we can cultivate it. And that's actually part of what we'll get a chance to do in our series coming up next month, the Nourishing and Cultivating the Relationship with the Soul series. We're going to be doing different things that will allow us to feel that presence that we are, to expand into that, to enliven that presence of light that we are. Beautiful. Okay. Thank you all, friends. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being born and being here at this time. Our next time together, we have actually, I'll just double check here. I think this is our last session for a couple of weeks, actually. But I'm going to double check. Again, you can always check my live schedule on the Insight Timer app. And our next live together is, it's not for a while because I'll be traveling. So our next time together is on the 20th of July at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So you can find that on my profile. And that is when we're going to be starting the Nurture Your Relationship with Your Soul series. And then we will also be getting back into our yoga asana sessions regularly. So you can find that there. Brooke, that's a great question. Feel free to ask that again next time that we're together. Brooke is asking, how do you get on a plane if you're terrified? There are many different techniques that we can use to calm the nervous system, to establish a more relaxed nervous system. A lot of it can also be addressed through really working with training the mind. I remember one time, I've been flying my whole life. I understand it's a great privilege, and I've flown alone a lot from a young age. Even I think I started flying alone at 13 or something. And that being said, I was never afraid of flying. And then I remember a few years back, maybe more than that now, I was curious because I understood the kind of anxiety that people felt. And I kind of just let that anxiety come in and let the thoughts come in. And I noticed how awful it was. And I thought, wow, I cannot imagine being on a plane for 5 hours feeling this way. And so I really quickly adjusted my thinking. Now I have a lot of practice with training the mind to move in a certain direction or be focused in a certain way. So that might also just be part of your pre-flight cultivation. How can I start to practice putting my attention on things that allow me to feel relaxed? Oh, you've never been on one? Well, then you might just put your attention on what it is that you're wanting out of the experience, what great joys you might experience, what beautiful things you might experience. Put your attention on you could say your why. Why is it that you would want to fly? Is it to see people that you love that you've never seen before? Put your attention on all of the reasons that would make you want to take that trip. And then recognize that again, there are different techniques you can learn and different ways that you can start to train your mind to focus on how wonderful the trip can be, as opposed to focusing on all of the things that you're afraid of. And of course, we can each apply this to every area in our lives. It is time for us to complete. Thank you. Deep gratitude to you, and great love and blessings to each and every one. We are one. We are one. Okay. See you soon. And again, I warmly, warmly welcome you to join us for the affirmation challenge that is starting, I believe, on July 1st here on the app. I'll be one of the contributors and would love to be together through that experience of uplifting affirmations. Love you. Love you all. Thanks for joining. Again, Download the Insight Timer app. It's free and it's a wonderful way for us to be together. Oh, my love, friends.